Everybody, Brian Good here at the latest on your Storm Talk blog update. We'll get you through this upcoming weekend and at least part here of the holiday weekend for next week as well. A lot of blue showing up. Rain-induced cloud cover around the area, keeping temperatures into the cool side of things. Holding steady, if not falling slightly, when the heavier rain moves into your backyard. So today, it's areas on the edge that will have a better chance to be warmer than the rest of us. All right, radar. It's lit up today. We've got a lot of rain bands moving through. You see that flood watch that pops in right away there. It's an aerial flood watch, which that's not misspelled. It's not area, it's aerial. It mainly means that areas, low-lying areas, that typically do flood. The town, if you live in a town that has a tendency to have a certain street that always floods, that kind of a deal. The creek or the stream nearby, your home that typically floods, your basement that typically floods, that kind of a setup. It's not a rapid flooding event, but it will be an elevated risk for the flooding to take shape between now and 11 o'clock tonight as that heavier rain moves through central Kentucky, so heads up there. The radar is lit up. Let's start you in Indiana first. We've got periods of moderate rain now moving through Salem, Scottsburg, into Madison, Indiana. Here in Louisville, it's steady rain. It's going to be here for the afternoon rush as well. In fact, it'll be slightly heavier as we get into the afternoon rush, so kind of keep that in mind as well for your ride home. The heaviest in our southern counties, but notice the heavier band around E-Town is trying to make a run into Bullitt County and perhaps even Louisville, if that holds true. We'll watch that carefully for some enhanced rainfall totals, perhaps in southern areas of Jefferson County. There has been a few lightning strikes, nothing severe going on, but a few lightning strikes on the southern edge of this. The thing is, this is wrapping up relatively quick, so it should begin to move out of here before sunset. The heaviest rain should. So far, it has produced rain amounts on the radar estimates of over an inch to about, in some cases, closing in over an inch and a half. And we're getting some reports of some flooding that are taking place just outside of Wave Country. We'll monitor this. I think the flooding reports are going to increase anywhere from Grayson County into Hardin and perhaps Greene County in the next hour or two. All right, it's part of a upper low that's moving through Illinois at the moment, heading toward the mid-Atlantic. The main surface part of this low, though, is way to our south. It's heading toward the Carolinas later on today and tonight. This upper low, though, this is going to be our thorn in our side as we head into the next 24 hours as far as how we get this out of here and in time to clear out and get that rain chance to be knocked out. Let me show you the RPM model. It shows the rain moving through now. The heaviest again before sunset, moving out of here. And then we're on the back side of the low. So spotty showers this evening into the overnight. Now on the back side of the low, we're going to have to face the idea that clouds are going to wrap in from the north. So the movement's going to be north to south, and in some cases even southeast will be the movement in the clouds tomorrow, wrapping around it. It's going to curl around that low pressure. Now, as the sun tries to break through these clouds tomorrow, that's not exactly a good thing. Two things will happen. One, the wind may kick in, so it may be a little breezy at times tomorrow. But two, the balancing of going from sun to cloudy to sunny to cloudy back and forth will actually help generate at least an isolated shower tomorrow afternoon. So timing on that is hard to pinpoint. A lot of you are asking about graduation. You're asking about your weddings. I get that. We can't really time it out. All I can tell you is that there's just enough moisture around that we can't take the rain chance out of the forecast. It's going to stay 20-30% all the way through the afternoon. Now, there will be a couple of waves that will focus the heavier chance, or the greater chance, I should say, for thunderstorms or even some lightning to take place with some of these showers to move through. One of those spikes will be around Indiana early in the day. That'll pass into southern Kentucky, though, as we get into the evening. So that we can sort of see, but the rain chance really is going to be very spotty during the daylight hours. So there's not much we can do about that. I will say that if you are west of 65, your chances of staying dry are a lot higher than if you're east of I-65. You'll be warmer as well. We do clear out as we get into Saturday night. I'll show you why we may have another hazard to deal with in just a second, though, Saturday night. And then on Sunday, we warm back up rapidly, well into the 70s, partly cloudy day, closing on 80, in fact, here in the city before Sunday afternoon wraps up. So a nice end to the weekend after a wet start here today. So here is the NAM model. It shows the same scenario with the rain moving through here this afternoon. It shows the backlash shower potential for tomorrow and then clears us out and warmer for Sunday. Looking at the moisture levels, this is the NAM model looking at the upper layers, or actually the mid-levels of the atmosphere. There is a moisture belt that is passing through in the morning hours. It moves to our south as we get into the afternoon. This will be the focal point for maybe a shower. You see that there's a gap here where we may see a break and some sun, and then there's another little spoke, if you will. Look at this like a bicycle wheel, little spokes that rotate around it. There's going to be that kind of a look to the radar and the satellite image tomorrow. Little spokes, little bands of clouds and at times some showers mixed in with that, and they'll rotate around the main master low here across portions of Ohio and West Virginia. So it's because of that we can't really take out the rain chance. I don't want to beat a dead horse here on this, but just kind of keep in mind what we're looking at tomorrow. As far as temperatures, it will influence temperatures. About 71s we're going with here. Looking at the soundings, here's the ground level. Looking up, you can see it's showing the cloud deck around midday, spotty shower in the afternoon. The cloud deck thins as expected. That will be the case, but there's still enough of a cloud deck and thick enough that we can't take out the rain chance even into the late afternoon. So just be prepared. Now, I mentioned there's another issue we may have to watch for Saturday night, and that will be fog. I noticed that AM sounding is really picking up on this idea. It's showing rainfall, but it's actually would be drizzle, which could be misunderstood as fog on the soundings here. But the potential is there for fog if the winds relax, and I am seeing some support here that the winds will go below 6 miles per hour as we head into Saturday night, early Sunday morning. If we get the sky clear enough, there could be certainly some fog developing early on Sundays. Just kind of a heads up. Not a big deal. A lot of you will be asleep anyway. All right, now as we head into next week, there is on the GFS a nice little vort, a little X, you see the X marked here, nice little piece of energy rotating into the Ohio Valley. This has the look to it where it could become a MCS, mesoscale convective system, or MCC, complex of thunderstorms that will rotate. We've had several of these already this season. Another one could be in the works here for Wednesday. I'm noticing that. Notice there's not a lot of wind energy here locally with this, but there is a lot of instability. It's hard to read these values, but our lifted index is -7. We've got over 2,500 in Cape, so it's a very unstable profile for Wednesday afternoon. Even the Canadian model shows that there will be a trigger, some leftover showers early in the day around the Wabash area, and then in the afternoon you see it expands and almost looks like an MCS that blossoms as we enter the afternoon and evening. So we're going to up the rain chance for Wednesday afternoon and evening, for potential for maybe some gusty, if not damaging thunderstorms. Can't rule that out for that period. As we head toward the holiday weekend, tough call here on the day of the holiday weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, which of those is going to have the highest rain chance. I will say that Friday and Saturday, we have a messy look here, several pieces of energy rotating very close to wave country as we head into Friday and Saturday, so there will be slightly more elevated chances for thunderstorms during that period. But as we head toward the latter half of the holiday weekend, toward Memorial Day itself, there's not as much of a trigger around. It still looks to be quite warm, though, and muggy outside toward the end of the holiday weekend. So warm weather doesn't look to be in short supply for the holiday weekend. So that's good news for the pools. The bad news is there will be some thunderstorms we will likely have to dodge, especially in the front end. So that's how it looks now. I'm sure it will change, so stay tuned. That's it, guys. I'll see you on TV.